get a chance to see it, but from the clips that I saw, it looks super fun.
Yes.
Like, all those old school songs, like I definitely remember them. So it was just cool to watch. And Snoop Dogg's dances, though.
Yeah. But so anyway, so that battle was good. So Tyson is supposed to be fighting again. He's going to be fighting Roy Jones Jr. Now, I'll say this. Like, you think that when you think about Mike Tyson, he's like, oh, well, you know, he's old or whatever. But yo, he's in shape.
Him. Yeah,
yo, like, no, like if you seen him train, like Mike Tyson is in shape. So he's supposed to be fighting Roy Jones Jr. on the 12th. I don't know how old he is. I know he's older,
be like 50 plus.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. But I heard he'd be smoking weed too, though. But it's gonna be on pay-per-view. I'm definitely down to see that fight. I haven't seen Mike. He haven't fought in years, but like I said, he is in great shape.
I would be down to see that fight. That would be pretty interesting.
Definitely. Who else? So Boston Red Sox, they released a 250-foot Black Lives Matter billboard in Fenway.
Stop it.
Yeah. So you know that was on what did they have it on? They had it on Fox, like on the Facebook. And you know
showing out.
They was pissed. People was pissed off about it.
People.
Right.
Fuck them people. You think we care about them people? Y'all don't care about us. We don't care about you.
But I think it's super dope though. You got to think there's a lot of diversity in these different sports. So it's like, why not?
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it's super important.
Right.
I mean, I know some people have their feelings about it. Like, oh, I don't like that all these companies and sports teams are hopping on a bandwagon. Like, no, it's not a bandwagon. It's called support.
Right.
Whether they did it late or they don't, you know, or they do it fast, doesn't matter as long as they do it. Because some people aren't doing it at all, supporting us at all, caring about us at all.
Right.
That shows some type of, you know, care.
But no, we definitely have to support each other. But I think it's super dope, and especially to be in Fenway of all places. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I think it's super dope.
People travel all across the world, the country, to go to Fenway and watch the Red Sox play. Right. Like, come on, that's so awesome.
Exactly. So let's jump into Kanye West. So I know, like, we spoke about him a few weeks ago with his presidential run, I guess, that he's supposed to be doing under the birthday party. Yeah. But I feel like he's dealing with a lot of mental issues. Now I'm gonna play you guys a quick clip of what Kanye was talking about at one of his events.
Yes.
When Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves. She just had the slaves go work for other white people.
So, you know, at that point, people was ready to leave. Now, I would have been ready to leave too. I mean, of course, you want to go and hear what he's talking about. But again, at that point, I would have definitely been ready to leave because it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you even fix your mouth to say that with everything that Harriet Tubman have done? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think it's fucked up for him to try to paint her in that light. I
even seen one of Harriet Tubman's great nieces.
Right. She came on and said something.
She came out and she was just like, you know, she didn't have to come back and help free the slaves. She was already free. You know, she did it time and time again to make sure that she helped people and hope that other people did the same thing. Right. So, I mean, for him to even comment or mention her, I mean, you could tell it's just something deeper with him going on. Yeah. Like, what is happening?
So, basically with Kim and Kanye's relationship, basically a source said that they are apart and they're considering a divorce. Now, you guys know with the Twitter rant that he said that he's been trying to divorce her for years. We don't really know how true that is.
Wait, did y'all catch the tea on that, though?
Yeah.
So apparently she was having an entanglement with Meek Millie.
So no. Now I will say that whole Meek Mill situation with her,
a lie.
Yeah, it is a lie. He came in and clarified that, and he basically said that it wasn't true. You know, he was in the room. They were out in a public place.
He said my man was respectful.
Right. They were out in a public place, and he said he didn't, engage in any type of thing.
No, there was a third party that was there, guys, and they definitely confirmed that there was nothing going on. They went there, they spoke about police reform, and that was it.
Right.
So,
but I just feel like, with the situation that's going on with Kanye West, yes, he's dealing with a lot of mental issues, and I feel like he doesn't have, again, the people around him to give him the help that he needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kim is in another location and she's not with him. Like, yo, if that's your husband and your husband is going through something, you're supposed to be there.
Absolutely.
To figure out what the fuck is going on with your husband.
Not this, we're giving him space. We're
giving him
what privacy. Is that? He needs time to isolate. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like, no, if my husband's going through a tough time or he's clearly having a bipolar episode, why the fuck would you leave him alone? Like, do you know what people go through when they're dealing with mental health issues?
Right.
They hear things, they sit there and battle with their own inner thoughts. Like, they need something. They need help.
Right.
They need somebody there. And a comment that she made that really pissed me off, amongst other things that she said, was, you can only control something like this when you're dealing with a child.
Right.
Why are you trying to control him? It's not about controlling him. It's about getting him help.
Right. You have to give him the proper help that he needs. So the thing is like, yo, he doesn't, to me, she's not strong enough to deal with the issues that he has. Right. And that's just the bottom line. Like sometimes you have a strong woman behind you that's going to help you and going to help and guide you and give you the things that they're worried about. TV shows, they're worried about their makeup lines, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they're worried about being fashion icons. Like, she's not being serious to me. You know what I'm saying? With the statement that she puts out. But that's just me on the outside looking in. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really know what goes on day to day. But Kanye West was airing that shit out.
Yeah, and I don't care what y'all say. Call him crazy, but y'all need to be listening to what the fuck he has to say.
All right.
You really do. I mean,
shout out to Dame Dash. He went out there. And then
Dave Chappelle
went out there because, he's been through that. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it's good to have people around you, but hopefully they are able to lead him, in the right direction.
Yep, absolutely.
But let's jump into Trump on Chicago. So you guys know, like, everything that's going on in Chicago, the crime rate is super, super high in Chicago. And let's be honest, Chicago does need help. You know what I'm saying? Like, day to day, there's always every weekend and every like major holiday, there's always like a mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, where there's just a crazy amount of people getting shot or getting killed.
Just the day before he made this announcement, there was, I think it was yesterday, 15 people got shot at a funeral home.
Was that Chicago?
That was Chicago.
Oh. So, just with everything that's going on in Chicago, like, let's be honest, they do need help. Now, Trump called Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot on Wednesday evening to confirm his plans to send about 200 federal agents to combat the violence in Chicago. Now, the mayor stated that, that Trump did reach out to her and they confirmed plans for him to send people and just to kind of investigate and just help them with what's going on. So not coming there to take over. And she wanted to kind of maintain, her being in control of everything that's going on in her city, which, of course she should. Now, Chicago, their crime rate did decline at one point. So over the pandemic, it went down by 30%, but that was only for like violent crimes such as like aggravated assault, robberies, and things like that. But let's be honest, Chicago is very, very like the hood in Chicago, like they're living in poverty. You know what I'm saying? So 1 out of 10 people are living in extreme poverty. Their income is 50% below the federal poverty guidelines, and 1 out of 4 kids are living in poverty. So it's like is a bigger issue with Chicago, not only with gun violence, but also just trying to figure out what's going on in the community and what should be done or what can be done in the community to make changes.
And that's that's where the money should be going, not into deploying law enforcement or extra law enforcement into the city. I feel like they already deal with a ton of police brutality in that city. You know what I mean?
Right. So I'll say this. I mean, deploying, 200 federal agents, it could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like as long as she's able to continue to have control over what's going on in her city and they're not taking over, you know what I'm saying, and trying to dictate, what's going on, I feel like it could be a plan that could work. But I mean,
and I heard it's not only going to be Chicago. I heard it's going to be a few other places too, like even New York. They said New Jersey, Philadelphia.
But do those cities really need it,
though? Mexico? No, they don't.
I don't really know what their crime rate is.
And I think that's what kind of worried the mayor, because it's like, what are your true intentions of doing this?
Right.
So she just wants to be sure that, if they are going to be deploying these extra law enforcement into the city, that they're coming here for the right reason. That they actually are coming to help investigate and, help these families find justice, that type of thing. So, let's see.
I agree. But again, like the poverty in Chicago is really, really bad. So their population is about 2.71 million. But the percentage of the poverty is about 20.60 million. Wow. Now, the number of people that's employed in Chicago is like 1.37 million. And the percentage, so you remember, it's 20% that's living in poverty. That's 13%. So the national average is 13%. So they're way above that. So it's a bigger issue that needs to be addressed.
There's their community needs to be rebuilt. It needs to. They need help, but not that type of help. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm just a little nervous, just because you never know the true intentions when it comes down to this type of level, federal level. But let's see what happens.
I don't know. But hopefully everything works out and things change in Chicago. We're gonna pray for Chicago because they definitely need prayers.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so let's move on to we're still continuing to fight for justice for Breonna Taylor.
Yes, we are.
And what's going on with the NBA players, because they've been very outspoken as far as what's been going on.
So basketball player CJ McCollum actually spoke up and says that he wants proper justice for Breonna Taylor. So he did have a Zoom call with Breonna Taylor's mom, and this is what he said. He said, "We've been very productive with our conversations and phone calls. We actually did a Zoom call with Breonna Taylor's mother a few days ago to get more information on everything that is going on, everything that has happened. I want to go on the record saying that Kentucky Attorney General Daniel Cameron is in position to arrest the cops who are responsible for killing Breonna Taylor and still has not done that. So he's the one who is in position to potentially do that. So we want to continue to uplift people like Breonna Taylor who are victims and haven't received the proper justice that they are due."
Right. So I think it's super dope that these NBA players are coming out and they are speaking up. Like instead of doing interviews on, how the basketball season is going to be, they're like, "Oh, well, that's cool. I understand what your questions are, but my answer to your question is going to be about Breonna Taylor and justice for her."
They even said right now basketball comes second.
Right.
Like this comes first. They're very serious about finding justice for these families, and they want everyone to know that, because there's no reason why months later there still has not been an arrest out on the rest of these cops that brutally murdered her. And there's so much evidence.
I don't think that there is going to be an arrest, only because of how the governor is. And
so if you expect people to stop being upset, that's never going to happen. If you expect people to stop protesting, that's never going to happen until
to this day,
get the justice
people are still protesting. Like even though the media is not covering it, people are still out. They're still protesting because people are tired of the shit.
Than media. It's a lot more than what social media or the news is going to show you. It's about what really needs to change, and people just aren't realizing it.
Right. So let's go over the update with the whole Draya Michelle. She was talking about Draya Michelle. She was talking about Meg Thee Stallion. I don't understand why this is why everybody's making a joke about this. Like, what is the joke? I don't get it.
So, Draya she went on this podcast and she was basically just giving her opinion, saying that she thinks this was a Bobby and Whitney type of situation that happened, and that she wished that somebody liked her enough to shoot her in the foot too.
And I didn't understand that.
And that shit I was kind of like, okay, so why do you think it's okay to glorify domestic violence?
Right.
Like, I just feel like everybody, like you said, has taken this as a joke and, oh, you know, she's not snitching and she's holding her peace. Like, no, what that's saying is, you know, I mean, I agree, don't snitch or whatever the case is, but what that's saying to someone like Meg Thee Stallion, who was put in a situation where she could have potentially lost her life, is you can't say anything about what's happening to you. If you're dealing with something, you know, that's domestic violence or, you know, somebody abusing you, you shouldn't say anything. You shouldn't snitch. Like, no, first of all, like, she could have lost her fucking life. She could have lost her foot. Like, there's so many things that could have went wrong in that whole scenario. I feel like this is not something to take lightly. Obviously, they didn't speak up too much about it. Tory hasn't said anything about it, but it's something that happens clearly. And because we don't know the details doesn't mean we should joke about it.
Right. But I feel like a lot of people in social media are joking about it. And I don't really get it. And people's like, oh, well, you know, he's short and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, yo, like, what if it was a serious situation? Like, and I feel like it is serious. People are like, oh, well, maybe it was done on accident. No, she said it was deliberately done. And I don't think she was dating Tory at all. But I also feel like she was shot twice in the fucking foot. So how is it not a serious situation? Like, I just feel like people, you know, it's okay to joke around with certain things, but I think like we take things too, you know, Black people always want to make a joke out of things, but I just feel like it's not the time. Like, you know, say you may not like her, you know, you may not think that she's a rapper because, you know, she twerks or whatever, but everybody has their thing. You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown Chris Brown is a singer, but that nigga be dancing all over the place. So you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of Chris Brown, I want to hop into the comments where it says, I read she was beating on him. Like, that's a common, you know, misconception too when it comes to domestic violence. Like, oh, she was beating on him, so that gives him the right to shoot her. You know what I mean? Like, she also doesn't have a right to be beaten on him if that was the case, but that doesn't give him a right to shoot her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if that was your kid, you know what I'm saying, your daughter, and you're hearing that she's getting shot by some man just for whatever reason, and you're not able to know the details because she feels uncomfortable to bring it up or to talk about the situation. Right. Like, she's definitely said something about it, and we should have, you know, everybody should have took that serious.
Right. So she basically said she's going to tell her story when she's ready. But as far as like what she responded to with Draya, she was like, dumb bitch, that shit ain't funny. Who the fuck jokes about getting shot by a nigga? Which I agree. Like, yo, no, like, to me, it's lame as shit for you to shoot a female. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is. Like, she didn't have no gun. Y'all was in a car together. Like, you know what I'm saying? The police only recovered one gun. So obviously she didn't have a gun. But I just feel like it's not.
It's everybody trying to get clout off the situation, like trying to make light of it or trying to, you know, talk about it or joke about it. Like, it's different when it comes to our podcast. Like, we're gonna bring you facts and we'll give our little opinion on it, but we're not gonna sit here and like, oh my god, like, yeah, it was the Bobby and like, no, it's not like corny. That. You know what I mean? And to even joke about the Bobby and Whitney situation, like, that was a
toxic situation,
yeah, like, very toxic. You know, they were on drugs heavily. There was a lot going on there.
But you know, I mean, Draya, she revamped herself and things like that. But you know, at the end of the day, she said that you can delete your wholeness. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyway, so a lot of people are defending Meg in the comments and, you know, just basically saying that now is definitely not the time, which I definitely agree.
Yeah.
But we can hop into J.cole real quick before we get into the relationship topics.
J.cole. Okay. I definitely want to shout him out. He just released a 2-chapter essay, and you can find it on playerstribune.com, and it's titled the Audacity. So basically, he goes on to talk about his life, his journey, his family, and of course, his career. He spoke a lot about his dreams of wanting to be a basketball player, which, you know, he actually put aside to focus on being a rapper and learning how to balance his home and work life. And I don't know if you guys know, but he's married and he has 2 boys, 2 babies, and he's doing a lot in his life, and he's coming around. He's trying to break out of the shell that he was in, just trying to get closer to his musical peers,
right?
I guess. But what I do like about J.Cole, I am gonna say, he's very mysterious.
Yeah, he is. So just to jump on that, like they was asking him a question, like, if your career is over, would you have any regrets? And he was basically saying that he regrets missed opportunities, meaning like he kept himself sheltered, and like his ego and his competitiveness wouldn't allow him to, or the fear of rejection wouldn't allow him to, do features with other artists. So, he said that he had to kind of break out of that. And then, he remembered he started the Dreamville thing. And, when he did that, was it like a year or two ago, he did that album and he did it in Atlanta, and he had mad different features, like, artists, what I'm saying? Mad different artists on the album, which I thought was pretty dope, because when you see his album comes out, he doesn't really have any big features or anything like that, but it's good to branch out, you know what I'm saying, and work with different artists. But again, you can't open yourself and be available to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was saying, like, thing I like about him is he is very mysterious, and so like as a rapper, for you to like kind of keep your life hidden, it's like every time you drop a single, every time you do anything, people are gonna want to hear what you have to say, right? Because you're not always out in the media, you're not always out and about. People don't really know too much about you, so the way to get to know someone, or someone like him who's an artist and doesn't share his life with you, is through his music, right? And of course, something like this, an essay where he got very deep, so I would definitely check that out. And he just dropped 2 new songs, okay? The Climb Back and The Lion King on Ice.
Yes. But I listened to the songs. It was pretty good. I gotta listen to it again. You know how you gotta listen to songs a few times?
Just a couple times, but it was pretty good.
But yeah, we can go ahead and jump into the relationship topics. But speaking of songs, I do want to say this. What's his name? August Alsina. So Entanglements, did you listen to that?
No.
Yo, that song is lit. No, I don't care what nobody say. That song is lit tea.
Yeah, so before we jump into the relationship topics, I do have just one more thing that I wanted to discuss. So I don't know if you guys seen it on social media. Tommy Lee of Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I did see that.
With her daughter. So her oldest daughter, Samaria, actually posted on Instagram just a conversation that she was having with her mother through text. Basically, her mom was trying to set her up to have an abortion. Flew her out and everything, telling her that she wanted to be close to her, really just to get her to have an abortion. So just so you know, her oldest daughter is 16 years old and she is pregnant. She's pretty far along too. So I'm going to read.
She's like 7 months, right?
Yeah, she's like 7 months. So I'm going to read you just a few of the text messages, just so you can get like a gist of what was being said. So Tommy said, "You are not far along. Your baby hasn't even formed yet," shaking my head. Her daughter goes on to say, "Yes, the baby is. I see her moving everything. I go to weekly checkups." And Tommy goes, "Yeah, so you want to have a child to prove a point? What point is that proven? Don't go out sad, Samaria. I prayed you don't." So
make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I mean, how would you guys feel if you had a daughter that was young, 16 years old and was pregnant? Like, would you force her to have an abortion, or would you kind of allow her to make her own decision?
I mean, it's very tough. You know what I'm saying? Like with a situation like that, I think it's very tough for a parent to deal with. But I also don't know their relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on the outside looking in, you're just like, oh, that's kind of messed up. But, I don't really know. I know that Tommy has been through a lot, and, she, was basically saying that she struggled and, she did everything she could do for her kids. But, on the outside looking in, I'm just like, yeah, it's a tough situation, especially if she, she don't want to have an abortion. And I mean, I feel like people should be able to make decisions that, make any decisions that they choose to. Yeah. I just, it's tough. I don't know. I don't have any kids, so I'm just like, I don't really it's hard, man.
It is. And just like looking at the situation, it's like, okay, I did see what Tommy said, but her daughter's 7 months pregnant. Okay. There's no way that you're going to get an abortion at 7 months. And let me know who's doing that. Cause I don't know what doctor in America that's doing a 7-month abortion. I don't know where that's legal at. Okay. Number one. Number two, backstory to it. Just a little tea for y'all. Her aunt actually was about to go into labor the very next day. Yeah. After she was flown out to get this so-called abortion. So she was basically just saying, like, imagine if she had gone through with this abortion that she didn't want to do because her mom told her to. And then the next day, her aunt's having an abortion, even though her aunt told her that she had an abortion at 7 months. Next thing you know, a couple months later, she's actually having the baby.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, she's like, I could have killed myself if I went through with that.
Right.
So I just
I don't think you can have an abortion at 7 months.
I've never heard of no such thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I mean, I did see Tommy's, you know, live. She went on to say, you know, she didn't have any role models. She didn't have anybody there to tell her what to do when she was a young mother. But guess what? That's your job as a mom to be like, you know what? I didn't have anybody there. I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made. But guess what? You already made a mistake. I'm going to support you. I'm going to be that person that I needed when I didn't have anybody, when I had you young. Yeah. I'm going to be that person that I needed when I didn't have, you know, when I didn't have any direction. That's what you're supposed to do as a parent, I feel like. And I feel like some parents just look at their trauma and it's like, well, I don't want my kid to go through that, or I don't know how to handle it. I'm not going to teach you how to do it.
Like, but the thing is, not sorry to cut you off, but the thing is like, yo, we all have to learn from our own mistakes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yo, just like if you out here and you having sex at a young age and your mother's telling you like, yo, you know, I know that you're out here, you're messing around with boys and these boys ain't no good. But, you know, us trying to defend ourselves and make up our own minds because, you know, we're smelling ourselves now that we're having sex. It's kind of like, you know, we're going to have to learn from our mistakes. Like no parent wants their kid to experience certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You want them to learn from your mistakes, but that's not reality. You know what I'm saying? Like we're all gonna go through our own shit. Right. So it's kind of like it's only so much you can fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Like I get where she's coming from. Her delivery was a bit crazy, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you're gonna either give her tough love, but also help her through it. But just not to fuck with your daughter at all. It's kind of like, you know, that's still your kid. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm only commenting on the outside looking out. I hope that they are able to work through their issues because being a teenage,
and they seem like they're really close. Otherwise, you know,
being a teenage mother, like that shit's crazy. 16 years old, you haven't even finished high school. Like, yo, that's a lot. I don't, you know. I mean, but I'm not going to make nobody get no abortion. Like, that's just not my...
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll probably have an opinion or whatever, or I'll be disappointed or whatever the case is as a mother, as a parent.
You're always going to be disappointed,
knowing that, you know, you had hope for your child to do much better than what you did. But at the end of the day, the best you can do is just, you know, support them with their own decisions and be there as best you can.
Facts. All right, but we're going to go ahead and jump into the relationship topics. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed. All right. You want me to go first with my relationship?
I want you to go first.
All right.
You got some juicy ones.
So I did get some people that sent in some sorry, somebody texted me. But anyway, so somebody sent in a few letters. So let's go. All right. Dear FY Podcast, I've been in a relationship with my dude for 3 years. I love him and everything is going well. Recently, my gay best friend has been dropping hints and flirting with me. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of interested and I want to explore. Now I've never been into girls, so this is a bit weird for me. Should I tell my dude how I'm feeling? So this is a 3-part question. Should I tell my dude how I'm feeling, or should I just take it there with my best friend? Or should I invite her in for a threesome? I'm so confused.
Girl.
Yo, this is crazy, dude. All right, so we got to answer all 3 questions.
Okay.
So, She said she's not into girls, but obviously you want to get into some entanglements.
Curious there.
So, yeah, she's a little curious, but my question is, how long have your friend been dropping these hints? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes your friend, you can have a friend and they drop hints and you don't really realize it because that's been your friend for years. So you're just like, girl, whatever. And then you have a girlfriend tangled up. Oh, shout out to Vintage. I got on their shirt. I told y'all I'd be supporting Black businesses, baby. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, and drop your link below, please, so people can support you as well.
Yes. Oh my God. My best friend actually just dropped her own clothing line.
Okay.
She did. It's called Baddie Cult.
All right. So we're going to get into that before we get out of here. But anyway, so yes, I feel like somebody said number 3. No, not number 3, because that is going to become messy. You got to think about it. You've been friends with this person for how many years y'all been friends, but inviting them in is becoming messy because obviously she's feeling you and she's been feeling you, and once she get a taste of it, she ain't gonna want to share, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what I would say
okay, Dr. Geneva, go ahead, Patty.
What I would say is I would have a conversation with your friend, your best friend, and just let her know, like, you're not into women.
First of all, did you not hear what she said? She said, I got candy in my mouth.
She's curious, right?
She said she is curious.
She's thinking about it. Wait,
and she's thinking about it.
Listen to the answer. Okay, tell your friend that you're not really into women or whatever, but you would consider it. Okay? After you talk to your friend, then you talk to your man. Okay. Say, listen, my friend has been kind of hinting to me that she wants to do things and
she want to taste it.
And I just want you to know that I might be interested in back. And so how do you feel about that? Now, this is where you're going to get your answer. He's going to either respond like, okay, well, I don't want you doing that. Or, okay, why don't we have her join us? That's where you're going to get your answer. So if he says join us, then have her join y'all. But if he says no, like, why she doing that or whatever, just go ahead and do that.
Okay. No. No.
That's the advice I'm giving her.
So people are saying that they should try to
She's
drop.
She's going to do it either way.
So
she's clearly curious.
Yeah, she should. So Vantage, make sure you drop your link below to your website. But anyway, so I feel like she could try the threesome, because if your best friend is really into girls, she's not really going to be wanting to have sex with your dude, right?
Yeah.
So you could try the threesome, but I just feel like it would be a messy situation. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a messy situation for the relationship.
She gotta make that decision. She want to be curious and shit. She about to lose her friend.
But you don't think it'll be messy between her and her best friend?
Oh, it's absolutely going to be messy. But if she's already curious and she's already thinking about it, she's going to do it either way. So now she just has to figure out how she's going to do it.
I think she should. I think maybe she should do option number 2. Just fuck your friend and just see you. I don't know.
It's just weird to me because I feel like if she
fuck
doesn't,
you, P. He said, "Fellas, this is why we cheat."
I mean, another option would be like somebody said in the comments is maybe having somebody else, like another woman come in so she can still enjoy it with her man and still see what it's like dating a woman. But I mean, not dating a woman, but having sex with a woman. But she can't tell her friend because her friend's gonna be like, well, bitch, you all in a woman. I've been trying to tell you. I don't know. I just feel like, number one, you got to stop being friends with that friend because she already told you she like you. So that's that. So either way, if you keep being around that friend, that means you want to do it.
Right.
And you're going to do it either way. So you got to tell your man and he will tell you the answer. He'll let you know if he's into her and he's into doing it. And he'll let you know if he ain't into you doing all that. And then you got to figure out what the fuck you going to do, bitch. So,
Tanika said she doesn't think that she should fuck her friend. All right. You might be right, Tanika. She shouldn't, because again, it would be a messy entanglement at that point.
You got to know that, and you got to know the consequences of doing some shit like that.
So maybe she can explore with another woman then.
Yeah. I think that would probably be the best thing to do, but she can't tell her friend.
fellas fuck their best friend, but you can't. Shut up. You can't fuck their best friend if the best friend is not
into dudes.
Like, how are you fucking a best friend? That don't even make sense.
Unless he's into watching, because that's a thing too.
That is a thing.
You know, what is that called? Cuckolding.
So speaking of that, what?
It's a thing where like the guy watches women, or like a man has sex with his woman. It's called like cuckolding.
Okay, so that would be like a fetish or your sexual desire. Yeah. So what would be, you know, we had Behind Closed Doors, they were on the podcast last week. And like what is your like sexual fetish or fantasies? Because, you know, with
like mine, you don't want to know mine. Jesus.
Yeah, we do want to know yours.
Check me into an asylum already. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I go there. Wow.
Yes, you should go there. Like, you know, because you know what I feel like? I feel like people are scared to kind of explore their like inner freak. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like we get in these relationships, we get in these marriages, and then we're just terrified. You know what I'm saying? And we get so scared that we just like, oh, I don't want him to think that I'm too freaky.
But that's the thing. Like, why don't you like? Okay, because if you think that he's gonna think that, then he's not the guy for you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You have to be. Yeah, you have to be able to be like, yo, like I want you to do this to me. And if he look at you sideways, you gotta be like, shit, bye. Okay, because if he tell you to do something and you don't do it, he gonna be on to the next chick that will do it.
Right.
So I mean, you know, you gotta think about yourself, boo boo.
Yeah, and I feel like at times we like sexually we're not. I think sometimes women, you know, again, try to hold back their inner freak and they're not satisfied, but they tend to settle. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, you know, you have to be able to, you know, express yourself.
Don't settle for that missionary bullshit. Ugh. Don't. I mean, it's great here and there.
Sometimes it's great on a late night when it's like, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get into it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get into it. Check out Behind Doors. They will help you out. They have the right
Behind Closed Doors. They have. I'm not gonna say too much, but
they have just enough to get you right.
Have you been on the website?
I have. Okay. I already know what I'm ordering. It's already in my cart. I'm just so ready. Yeah. It's like they just mix the perfect combination of spiritual and sexual.
Seriously, yo. Shout out to them, yo.
No, seriously. They know me. It's really creepy. Like they know me. They built this line just for me.
Yo, Geneva's mad super. She's super fucking weird, dude.
I'm super excited. And I hope that Keem's super excited because we're about to get this little toy, and it comes with a remote. Bitch.
Yo, y'all should get the y'all should definitely get the leather cuffs, dude.
The leather cuffs.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ready that. I don't know if he's ready.
I mean, not like imagine y'all, but like, I see the type of level you're on.
I'm gonna start him off real easy. I'm gonna just get the little, you know, situation where he can control me in public places. Make sure you get that for your girl. You know, if you want to see her have an orgasm in a public place and nobody even know what's going on, like, that's the thing for you. So.
Especially at like dinner or something. And she goes, my poor baby. Yo, P said, do they have wrestling masks? I'm trying to see something.
Yo, if that's what you like. If that's what you like.
Yo, before we go into the next subject, right? I just want to say something super funny. So somebody told me that they was getting a ride and they had left their mask, right? And then they said that the person that they was with was like, oh, I got a mask from you. And they pulled a leather mask from under the seat. He's like, yo, what the fuck, yo? I'm not putting this shit on.
Yo,
imagine you jumping out of the car with a dude. Yes. Imagine you jumping out of the car with a dude and you got a full fucking leather mask on. They gonna be looking at you like, the type of shit you would do.
Getting fucked. Okay. All I'm gonna say is this. I have an idea, right? So let us know in the comments if y'all are into this. We should do this. We should have people comment into us the fantasies that they have, and then based off of their fantasies, try to match it. But you have to be single.
Yes,
and if
you have to be
and if
single.
you're not disqualified because it's disgusting, we don't like it. Okay. So so they have to comment or, email us, DM us what your fantasies are. And based off of those fantasies, we'll try to match you with other people who have those same fantasies. And then you guys have to go on a date and you have to let us know how it is. And the person who gets matched the best, we'll give y'all some money to go out on a real date.
Yeah, I'm talking about, by the seaport, baby. You know what I'm saying?
We'll really do a big for y'all. Y'all want to go Del Frisco?
Y'all gotta have your own car though.
Yeah, because we ain't trying.
Because we're not renting no limos and no shit like that.
We're just sending you there.
We're sending you there, but we'll pay for the food. We'll pay for the valet. You know what I'm saying?
Because we want to really see you guys live out your best fantasies. Y'all deserve that. Y'all deserve a great orgasm.
I will say this though. This nigga say he trying to have a cage match. I hate you.
That's what you like. There's somebody else that is willing to do that with you.
There is somebody else who's willing to get in the ring with your ass.
UFC, y'all can UFC it out. All right?
Yeah. But seriously, we're willing to do that.
UFC tomorrow.
We're definitely willing to do that shit for you. Bye. You can go ahead.
Damn, I can't take it. All right. So let's say you have a male and a female best friend that you're very close with, right? Now, you all are in the same group of friends, obviously, but your male friend mentions that he has a crush on your girlfriend, and your girlfriend actually just revealed to you that she has an STD. So are you going to tell your male friend what's going on with your female friend, or are you just going to stay out the business?
That's hard. It's very hard, but I think that I would have the conversation with her. You get what I'm saying? Because you don't want to, if that's your best friend, you don't want to be telling her secrets.
Right.
But I would have the conversation with her to be like, yo, he's into you, but whatever, I know me and you had a conversation. I'm not going to be out here telling your business, but if you plan on taking it there with him, you need to, get your shit checked and, you know what I'm saying, get that shit cleared up. And,
make sure it ain't nothing crazy.
Right. And get that shit cleared up and tell him. If you plan on exploring or taking it there with him. Like that's my
that's honestly the best way to do it. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Right.
Any other answer, I'll be looking at you sideways. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real. Definitely, don't be out here telling your friends business. Don't be out here telling your friends, be like, that bitch, you may not want to touch that. Because that might get some ice for your dick. Nah, don't do that. You have to just be like, you know what? I'm gonna let her know I'm gonna let her know you got a little thing for her. Right. I'm gonna let her know. Don't worry, don't even say nothing. I got this. Got you. And then let her know, just be like, yo, friend, what's going on down there? You still itchy? Like, you gotta get it together, bitch. Like,
you can't be like, that's that rude.
Like, hey, that's your friend.
But what if I just be like, yo, is your shit itchy or not?
Bitch, are you still itching or not? Because this nigga trying to go take you out on a date and shit. And I need to make sure you good, because I'm not about to be hooking y'all up together. You embarrassing me and shit.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you together. Where do you need to go? The clinic, CVS, we got you.
I can't.
So, you know what I mean? Just be a real friend. Just be a real friend about this shit.
All right. So let me ask my next question. So these are the things that people send into us. So what matters most during sex? Size, time, freakiness, connection, or emotions?
Time, size, freakiness, or emotions.
Why are you doing this?
Because I'm thinking I have to put on time,
I don't know. I'm trying to think. What was that?
Emotions. Shit.
I would say freakiness. But then like size got to matter too, though. Right? Can I pick two?
And emotions.
I mean, your emotions
you ain't really into it.
Huh?
What if you're not really
Damn Shane says size. Yo.
Yeah. But no, because some big, things don't be knowing how to use it. So,
that is
so you just be
true.
Sitting there getting pounded like, all right, what are you out? Like,
what's going on here? Like, what is baby boy?
Like, I'm not in the mood for that. No.
Right. So I would say freakiness
and emotion.
And I don't know if I would say emotions though. What did I say? Time, freakiness, size.
I don't give a fuck about the time as long as I get my nut.
Yeah, because when you're doing some real freaky shit, as long as y'all both
on the same page,
accomplish the goal that you're trying to accomplish,
right,
then that's all that matters. So I would definitely say freakiness. I mean, but I would also piggyback on size as well, because you don't want no short man. Exactly.
You want no winky pinky, but I mean, okay. I'm gonna stick with what I'm gonna. Can you pick two?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna pick two.
Somebody said Patty just crazy. Alicia said connection.
Yes, right. Those emotions like that. Damn.
A connection could be good. Okay, yes. So if you connect with somebody on a level that's good, that's cool, but
and the size don't even matter.
I would say size does matter.
It do matter, but like once you have that like connection,
I don't give a fuck how strong the connection is, nigga. If your shit is little,
okay, fine,
I can't fuck with
size, emotions, and freakiness, and that's it.
I'm not gonna
take that.
The time I
don't care about, because sometimes I be wanting to go for a long time, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? Can we be done?
All right, so let me pick mine. Mine is gonna go size, freakiness, and what else did I say on there?
Size, freakiness. Were you down with emotions too?
Connection. I wouldn't say emotions. I would say more connection.
They didn't ask that.
Yes, sir. It did say that.
They said connection too.
So I would say size, freakiness, and connection. You know what I'm saying?
Because feel like connection and emotions are the same thing.
Well, I mean, not really, because you can be emotionally invested in something, but y'all can connect on a freaky level. You get what I'm saying? So that's two different things, I think. All right, so let's see what they're saying in the comments. Tanika said, Damn Shame Podcast, Size Queens. How y'all don't know shrimp? What? Don't want no shrimp, but y'all all.
You know what? I'm tired of it.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I couldn't even get that shit out, yo.
This man gonna say, "Oh, what you making chicken Alfredo again with the broccoli?"
How y'all don't want no shrimp, but y'all always making shrimp Alfredo?
Then he gonna say, "Oh, it's fancy this time because you threw a little shrimp in there."
All right. So Tanika said she lives in New York. Even if you live in New York and we find somebody that has a connection for you, boo, we hooking you up, and we, you know what I'm saying, you can go to the finest restaurant that our money will allow.
Okay, we got you.
Yo, P's a fucking idiot, dude. First of all, I don't make shrimp Alfredo, so you got the wrong one. Okay, skirt. Anyway, let me go to. Did you have another one?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, this is my last one. All right. Dear FY Podcast, I just got a new job that I really like. I originally applied because the guy I like was working here. 2 weeks in, I'm not seeing him. 2 weeks in, I am seeing him being flirty with coworkers nonstop, and it's really upsetting me. He asked me to work here because he knew I was into the same career path as him. Although I like this opportunity I was given, I don't want to work here and feel disrespected by the person I'm supposed to be dating. Do you have any advice for someone in my position?
I would say get to the bag, baby girl, because my thing is this, like, you know, dudes tend to switch up all the time. But if you have a job and you are making good money, you know what I'm saying? Like, that relationship wasn't probably going to last anyway.
Right.
But, you know, I feel like you're secure in the bag right now.
Right. And that's not your man, right? For real.
Like, y'all are talking or whatever the situation is. But, like, yo, don't let that shit change.
Don't mix pleasure with business anyway.
So I feel like sometimes we let our emotions get into you know what I'm saying, we put our emotions into it, and it's just like, yo, at the end of the day, you got to look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? And the big picture is if you have a career job, something that you're interested in, and you're making good money, fuck him and them bitches he's flirting with.
Absolutely. They have nothing to do with what you're trying to get done. This is something that you obviously wanted to do. You was obviously, you know, appreciative of the opportunity. So fucking go for it. And then when you start getting all the promotions and making all the money and surpass his motherfucking ass, he's gonna be looking like, damn, girl, okay. Yeah, I should have stuck with that. And he's gonna be over there with Miss Sally, who ain't got it together. So you worry about you, boo. That's all that matters.
So just reading the comments, she's bugging Mr. Austin. So P-Star said, Mr. Austin, all they want is to be taken to the pound town. Taking a pound town.
Nobody wants to be taking a pound. Y'all gotta stop. Like, what is this? Y'all, like, for real.
Know. Sometimes a good pound can go a long way.
No, it has to. But guess what? There gotta be connection and emotions to the pounding. I don't want just no unrhythmic.
I would say connection, but
I don't like. First of all, if you're gonna pound, there has to be a rhythm. Can we agree to that? Can we agree with that?
Okay. A connection, right? Rhythm. Yeah.
I don't want somebody just pounding the life out of me with no rhythm or no expectations to it. Jesus. Like, that's weird as fuck. Like, I've seen it happen to people and I don't like it.
So Damn Shane said, girl, don't fuck up your coins. Fuck dude, okay?
Please
P-Star says, so she got a job at Wendy's because she liked what is wrong with you? Because she liked the drive-through, nigga. Fuck you. But anyway, so I just feel like, yo, don't mess up your bag. Like, you're getting to the money.
Absolutely.
Fuck all that other shit. All that other shit's irrelevant. Find you somebody else. But all right, let me jump into the last one that somebody sent in. Now this one kind of goes with like the freaky fetish type of shit. It says, dear FY podcast. Now this is a little crazy. So I went out, got drunk, and ended up peeing on myself in my sleep. My boyfriend woke me up and somehow was turned on by this. He wanted to have sex, and all I wanted to do was shower and go to sleep. I'm beyond embarrassed. Lately, he's been trying to get me really drunk. Should I be concerned? Like, is he really into golden showers?
Yes. Yes, he is. He is into golden showers.
She signed help. Yo,
so
that
she
shit's
didn't
crazy.
tell us if she let him do it or not.
Well, no, because I'm assuming she didn't. I'm assuming she didn't let him do it.
Bitch, did you let him do it?
Somebody said, nah, he's white.
Yeah. If he's trying to do it again, I think you let her do it. I think she let him do it.
I don't know. Like how is that people, I'm going to say this. People are into different things. You know what I'm saying? They're into different fetishes and, just people who have feet fetishes and shit like that. But like a golden shower, that's nasty to me.
That's not disgusting.
That is very disgusting.
Even my freaky ass can't even get into that. It's just
I would hope the fuck
pee. Not. Like, it's pee.
Yeah. That's very
I'm
nasty.
not into any type of feces or bodily fluids. Like, no, okay? We're not going to do that.
I don't know if he's...
Wait, I'm not going to say all bodily fluids. I'm into some.
That is definitely weird shit.
Not that type of bodily fluid.
Yeah. No. I don't think I could... I'm definitely not into that type of shit.
Like, I'm not even a cat person. And like, just think about cats. I think about pee. Like the smell of pee.
Wait, what?
Like, you ever had a cat?
No.
Well, that's why you don't know. But like cats, if you ever had a cat when you was younger, whatever the case is, they have like they leave a very distinct smell in their little litter boxes, okay? It's a very pee smell, okay? Yuck. And I don't like it. I had a cat when I was younger, and I did not take care of that cat. My mom told me, change that litter. I would not, because that shit smelled like straight, just like it burned your eyes when you walked in. Like, pee is not okay.
It's definitely not okay.
What?
Yeah, that's real nasty. But anyway, all right, so...
Get a new nigga, please. If you're not with it, please. Because he will have an entanglement on a bitch who would let him pee on him.
All right, so I can't. Now, my next thing is, what's the most expensive gift you brought your ex and you regret it? To me, it's not what's the most expensive I brought him, is what's the most expensive gift I gave him. This
right, like my time, my fucking time. You didn't deserve none of that shit. That's expensive as fuck. All the fucking things I could have been doing with that time that I wasted on these motherfucking
I'm gonna go with the pussy
exes.
for 100, Alex.
Yeah, he should have been paying for the pussy and the time.
Okay,
and I still need back pay on that shit. The fuck.
Fuck
I'm
it.
owed
When you over 40, you pee and wait, what?
What is happening in these
Wait a
comments
minute.
right now?
When you're over 40, you pee any and everywhere. Just wait. Whoa.
Don't do that. I don't want that
That is
energy.
scary.
Okay, I still got 20 some odd years.
Somebody
deal with
said
that.
my time. That's where they're supposed to pee. In the bed. What? College tuition. That bitch failed every class. Yo, what? That is horrible. Wait, yeah, thanks, Alicia, because I'm saying the same thing. Wait, what?
That's where they are supposed to pee. In the bed.
Yo, I'm so done with y'all, dude. I'm so fucking done.
Yeah. That's what y'all mean likes.
Oh,
you said it.
That is very freaky-ish. Shit. You got anything else?
He got money. He's out here paying college tuition and stuff. Where you sent her to Harvard?
He got
you sent her to Yale. Where she went? Harvard.
He sent her to what's that college in Roxbury? That community.
RCC.
I think it's
what's the school that Romeo went to?
Yo,
RCDC.
No.
He went to Romeo Miller's college.
You ain't got no job? You ain't got shit to do. Come down to what's that college?
Everett?
Yeah,
nigga. You sitting on the couch. You got nothing better to do. A lot of time's passing you by. You might as well sign up for classes. You ain't doing nothing else.
What did Mike at said? Huh? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no money. Yo.
I'm tired of it all. Okay.
Yo, that shit was funny. But yeah, that's P's paying that college to it. Shout out to P. Sending the ladies to Everett College. Shout, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Do your thing, P. But that's all I got. What you got?
Shit, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got, folks.
All right, so we're about to get out of here. Shout out to everybody for joining us. I don't know what the hell happened. Like, yo, you know what? When you do Zoom, Zoom actually will rebuff and like just keep your
shit going.
Keep your shit going, right?
Cutting us off, and we're not about that life.
P said, "Fuck y'all." Hold on, get into the comments.
First of all, let me tell you something, sir.
Could you please log on and get into the comments?
I'm in it.
I cannot. Start from Damn Shame podcast. Can you see it?
Talking to P, I said, P, you like that RCC pussy.
Are you in the comments?
I am.
Wait, I just said read it. Start from Damn Shame.
Oh, I was like actually commenting.
No.
See, that's what happens when you give me liquor. I don't comprehend. No comprehend.
I cannot.
No comprehende. Okay, yeah, Damn Shame said last one, y'all was too cute. Love y'all podcast. I love the old lady in the club. I fucked the old lady in the club, taking my ass to bed. No, we love you too. Don't go to bed. Just 5 more minutes.
We're about to be out of here.
We're about to leave. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. It's that UMass Boston pussy. That's that higher grade pussy. I feel that. That's that real girl pussy.
Yo, P, that
girl pussy.
That sound like that doctor
pussy.
No, that was that doctor pussy.
No, that was the doctor pussy.
That was Dr. Bay.
You was really going all out for Dr. Bay.
Okay. Shout out to P Star. You know what I'm saying? He's funding college tuitions. Y'all make sure y'all hit him up, and you know what I'm saying?
Maybe you can get your tuition paid. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get you a little sponsor.
I cannot, dude.
Find out P's little sugar daddy. Shit, I got a couple friends I can send your way. Shit, they got cash apps.
Right. He said he needs some HBCU pussy. Okay.
That's right.
That's the kind of pussy you need. But yes, make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already subscribed. And just to kind of leave you guys with this. Wait, what did P say?
What you got?
What did P say?
He said, yes, I'm going to put you through college so you can give me brain.
Okay.
If she got to go through college for it, she didn't like. Okay.
I hate him. Anyway, yo, and then not only that, they were talking hella shit on their podcast.
When aren't they?
When aren't they talking shit? But shout out to What's Up With The Podcast. But anyway, so, you know, and the thing with dealing with everything that we've all been dealing with the pandemic and just like, you know, job loss and shit like that. Like, you know, we all go through things, and I feel like everything that we go through is a lesson learned. You know what I'm saying? It's an experience. And, you know, we moving forward, I guess we have to know how to deal with it better. I've been through a lot, and I know how to deal with things better. But, you know, the things that I've been through, like I don't look like what I've been through, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, right. So I just feel like, you know, moving forward, we have to continue to move forward with a positive attitude. Like I feel like people can be so fucking negative.
Yep.
And like even on social media, you can feel people's negative energy.
You can.
And I just feel like you know, in life, we have to, if you're going to be negative, especially on social media and towards people, maybe you just need to stay out the way.
Absolutely.
And not project your negative energy on other people.
Let me tell you something,
because we're all dealing with something.
Yes, manifestation is real. You have a choice every day when you wake up. Today I'm going to be angry.
Mm-hmm.
Today I'm going to be upset. Today I'm going to be happy. Today I'm going to take everything as a lesson. You have a choice. When you get up, you sit there and you make the decision on how your day is going to go.
Right.
And I promise you, if you dedicate half the time you dedicate into social media and Instagram and people's gossip into yourself and your own happiness, you will really manifest everything that you ever wanted.
Right.
So you continue to do that.
Right. And I just feel like, you know, continue to be positive moving forward. Support each other. Like, yo, we're all about supporting Black businesses, Black podcasts, like whatever you got going on, we're always gonna try to promote you.
Period.
And that's just how we roll. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like we got to continue to build, uplift each other, and keep that negative energy at bay. Like, if you feel like you're in a negative space, go over there with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring that shit to our circle and what we're trying to build moving forward. You know what I'm saying? But that is it.
That was a word.
That was a word. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to church. Hello. No, sir.
Yes.
All right, but we out. Evangelist, baby. All right, so we out. We'll see you guys next week. We are officially back. Make sure you guys leave a comment after the show. It's not going to take a long time, like when we're doing Zoom. And make sure you guys leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? And tell everybody to tune in to Fuck Your Podcast every Thursday at 9:05.
Tell your friends to tell their friends so we can all be friends.
Hey.
Shit, we can do this every Thursday. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we out. Yo, I cannot do.